just watching that video back of Coach McKenzie really gives me goosebumps and brings back memories because why would somebody so great take an interest in somebody like me? I wasn't one of his players. He didn't know this, but I was a person who couldn't even make the team as a junior high and high school kid trying out for basketball. But he saw something in me, and he showed an interest in me. Now, you might say, well, how did he even know you? Well, he was one of my teachers in one of my classes there in college, and that's where we connected in that class. And of course, I connected to soccer through him, and I connected to the way that he ran his program. And I formed it in my head that I wanted to become a coach just like him, and I wanted to run a program that was special just like his, whether it be in soccer or in PE, actually in both. And so I also wanted to do something else that he did. After I left Quincy and went on to start teaching and coaching in Florida, Coach McKenzie stayed in touch with me. And we stayed in touch until he died a few years ago. And so you've seen me bring to you people that I've stayed in touch with and that I've maintained contact with even after they've grown up into adults and had kids, etc. And I got that from Coach McKenzie because that's what he did with me and many of his students and players. Coach actually came down to Florida to visit a couple of our games that I was coaching and throughout his career and throughout my career, actually. This is after he was still coaching, actually. He actually recruited several of my players. We maintained that strong relationship right on to the end. I intend to do that with you guys. I intend to stay connected with you guys because we are sharing something in these lessons, more than just catching and tossing and throwing and all of that. We're sharing something deeper and more important than that. And that draws us together. That connects us. Even if you're not a very good athlete, that doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that we're connecting on these things. And of course, the place that we all connect together on is Focus on Achievement Night and our themes. And the 20th Kid theme of this year. That will be something that you'll never forget for the rest of your life. It will stay in you. But I set all this up as a backdrop to the big picture goal of trying to learn how to juggle. So now you know and understand why I said earlier that you may not make this goal. It's a very difficult goal, but just as I never made those teams, the process of striving to make those teams made me so much better, such a better person. I almost am happy that I didn't make the teams because now I have an understanding, a much better understanding of someone who's struggling and who is maybe not quite the shiny star that everybody notices, but who really has a fire burning in them. I know that kid because I was that kid. And so not making it actually ended up helping me be better at my job of teaching. You could see it go a different way. What if I was naturally talented and amazing at everything I did, which of course I am. No, I'm just kidding. But let's just say that I was a great basketball player, let's say, right? Well, I don't know if I would have the patience for all the rest of the people that aren't so great. Would I have the patience to be their teacher and to be patient with them? I don't know. So everything happens for a reason. Not making a goal is a bad thing if it defeats you. But if it's a good thing if you learn something from that process. So the question is, are you going to set your goals high and are you going to strive for them? There's an old saying, if you shoot for the stars, you might not make it, but you might make it to the moon. But if you don't shoot for the stars, you'll never even make it to the moon. Think about that. There's some wisdom in that. Set your goals high, strive for them, and whatever you make is what you make, and take the best of it and smile and move on to the next goal. So the next video is going to be about juggling. So let's have a go at it, and we'll break it down over the next 7 weeks or so and into little parts. But this video is going to be sort of an overall explanation of juggling. And starting next week, we're going to break it down bit by bit.